Okay, let's go.
Jay, with a running back like Ty Johnson, who averages, I don't know, this year, but last year like 9 yards per carry, is he a little bit different because of his home run ability when you're scheming for him?
Well, he's a guy that makes a lot of people miss, and it's got to be a team tackling effort. When you watch people on film, everybody's missing tackles against the guy. So it's about great angles, great technique, but it's also about people getting off and block their blocks and getting to the football, because inevitably there's going to be some missed tackles on the guy. So it's got to be a group effort, and it's got to be a situation where you swarm, and it's amazing to watch the guy on film, because it's not over until it's over with him. He looks like he's down, and he's not. He has a way of staying up, and very, very special player back there for him.
Jay, we saw some other guys try that outside linebacker spot against Michigan, playing alongside of Trevor and Deontay. What are you looking for in that third spot, or are you rotating guys now?
Well, going into the game, we talked about it in here with you guys last week as well. Michigan was a big multiple tight end, multiple fullback offense, and a lot more two-back stuff than what we had seen from previous opponents. So, as far as Ross Douglas goes, his forte is a little bit more suited to the one-back stuff. So we started out with him in the game, and just basically came to the conclusion that with the style of offense we were trying to defend, we want to get a little bigger body in there. So that's why Russell went in the latter part of the second quarter and finished the game out for us, except for passing situations when we got back to the one-back stuff.
Jay, the ability to get interceptions, is there a secret to it? Is there, is it mentality? Is it, right spot, right time?
Well, I always say it's a sign of players who are prepared for the situation they're in at the moment. The Jawan's interception, I think, was a tremendous play by a good athlete who has ball skills and makes plays in space. We've been able to come up with one or some every week for a while now, so hopefully we can keep that stretch alive. But we'll work on it, obviously, on the practice field, and hope that it translates over into the game situations, and he did a really nice job on that play. So I don't know if that answers your question exactly, but hopefully we can continue the trend.
Jay, we've seen Kamoko in pass coverage when you bring other guys, but this week obviously a big play was Darnell Davis in pass coverage. How comfortable are you with the other linemen doing that going forward, and is that something that you have to correct?
Well, sometimes when you have situations where the running back is lined up is going to dictate what end gets to cover him, and if the back is not on Kamoko's side, for example, then the end on the other side has to be able to cover him. And so you can't always structure it to wind up how you would like, particularly when teams shift the back from one side of the quarterback to the other. So as much as you try to plan for those kinds of things, sometimes it's inevitable the matchup isn't exactly what you would want. So needless to say, we would prefer not to have a D lineman on a back, but in that particular call, in that situation, that was just how it shook out. And we needed to do a little bit better job, in all honesty, with the pressure aspect of that call. We had both Mike and the Will and other linemen involved in the rush and couldn't get to the quarterback in time. And so in that case, the end needs a little bit more help from the standpoint of pressure on a quarterback.
Coach, a couple questions. First, it seems like Coach Ash mentioned that you guys had some issues in run-fit situations. How much of that was caused by the defensive line's struggle to get some push on the offensive line? And also, where do you see the future of this of the defensive line, just in the sense that you're graduating two guys in Darnell and Sebastian, but you have a lot of youth behind them? Where do you see the future of the unit?
Well, I haven't thought about next year, if that's what you're referring to. I'm really only concerned about this week, and we've had two back-to-back subpar performances with regards to rushing defense, and so we've just got to do a better job with our fundamentals. And people have a tendency to look at the D-line first and the front seven in general. Honestly, and it's all 11 people on the field. There's times where the secondary has to get involved in run support, particularly when you're playing a team like Michigan, who packs the formation in tight, where you got double tights and two backs, things of that nature. All 11 guys have to play run defense. So the breakdowns weren't any one person or any one group necessarily. It was a combination of different people at different times. So everybody's got to do their part, and when we do it like it should be done, it looks pretty good, and when we don't, it doesn't.